I had in mind for this evening is for us to do this first half an hour meditation on the meditation on loving kindness, Metta meditation, Metta bhavana. And Metta meditation is one of the cornerstones of Buddhist spiritual practice, and it's often the companion, the complementary practice to the mindfulness practice that we usually do. Loving kindness practice is the practice of having the wish, having goodwill. It's a practice of goodwill for oneself, or goodwill for someone else. It doesn't mean you have to have feelings of love or kindness, so much as finding inside of us the desire, the wish, the intention for our own well-being, our own happiness, or that of someone else. Considering what the highest good is that we can have for ourselves, and having some wish that that could actually be so, be fulfilled. It's not affirmations, it's not positive thinking. It's just finding some even a hint of a wish inside of yourself to be happy. And then watering that little seed with the water of very simple phrases. In the West, sometimes we might call this something like prayer, but we're not praying to anything. We're more like we're taking ourselves and watering ourselves with ourselves by repeating, expressing, giving expression to this little wish for our own well-being and happiness, and letting that wish grow and become stronger. And also to do that towards other people, to consider other people and express the intention of wishing them well, goodwill towards them. If this is a new practice for you, you might just follow along and just give the practice the benefit of the doubt. It's a very significant practice and a very central one, as I said, in Buddhist spiritual life. And I'll talk more about it afterwards. Sometimes the practice of loving kindness is kind of like a tenderizer of the heart. And the crust of the heart kind of dissolves a little bit. And what's in the heart then often comes to the surface. And our hearts contain a lot of different things besides love. Sometimes there can be a lot of anger or resentment or sadness that might be there. And sometimes in doing loving kindness practice, these other feelings of sadness or anger might come up. And rather than thinking the practice is not working, you might think it is working. You're being tenderized, and what's deeper inside has a chance to show itself. So this is a guided meditation, and I will guide you along as we go through the half an hour. So you can begin by taking a comfortable, upright posture. And in doing loving kindness practice, it's particularly useful to be comfortable. And if in the course of the meditation you become uncomfortable, you're welcome to change your posture. And gently close your eyes. And take a few moments here just to be with your breathing. Familiarize yourself with what your breathing feels like. Part of the intention in doing loving kindness practice is not simply to develop the intention for kindness, but it's also to develop a stability in the mind and the heart. Loving kindness is meant to be a stabilizing practice, centering practice. But to help us begin with that, as coming off the streets in a sense as we are, whatever your daily life has been like, I'd like us to begin with a very simple chant. And the chant is meant to kind of help you settle in yourself and relax, let go of your thoughts and concerns. And the chant involves intoning 3 different syllables, sounds. The first sound is the great universal sound of letting go. Ah. You can try that. Take a deep breath. And the second sound is a sound of kind of enjoyment. Or just awe, perhaps. Oh. And the third sound is, maybe this is more of enjoyment. So we'll do that a few times, taking a deep breath in between each sound. So take a deep breath. Ah. Deep breath. Oh. Deep breath. Some more. One more time. This time really drag out each sound. And after the next deep breath, see if you can say all 3 syllables together. Again. And then sit quietly. Sitting with your breathing. Being in your body as it is. So now, in beginning the loving kindness meditation, begin first by bringing your attention to the area around your heart. And simply, matter-of-factly, feel the sensations in that part of your body. There's no right or wrong sensations to have. The idea is to just be present for that part of your body. Perhaps imagining your breathing goes in and out through that part of your body. The beginning of loving kindness meditation is to begin by having kindness towards oneself, towards yourself. The Buddha said that each individual person is as deserving of your love as anyone else in the world. You yourself are deserving of kindness, of good wishing. And you can begin the practice of loving kindness by thinking thoughts of goodwill towards yourself. Just whatever thoughts you might have that are generous, compassionate, caring about yourself. And then in having these thoughts of goodwill towards yourself, can you find anywhere within yourself an attitude or feeling of tenderness, of gentle tenderness, perhaps towards yourself? Can you find within yourself, perhaps it's just a small suggestion, a little hint within you, of the wish that you could be happy? Wish for your own well-being. Not the expectation of it or the demand, but the very open-ended desire, wish. It would be a good idea if you could be happy, at ease, peaceful. And even if that wish is very, very distant, just a hint in the mind, repeat the following phrases to yourself, watering that wish. And each time you say these phrases, let the phrases be stabilizing, centering. Let it helping you to let go of all things except for the wish for your own well-being. So the first phrase, so you repeat this silently to yourself after I say it out loud. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. Some people find it helpful to say the words, may I be, on the inhalation, and then happy on the exhalation, letting go into the intention of the phrase, the meaning of the phrase. So again, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. And then after doing the loving kindness practice towards oneself, the practice expands to include someone else. And the instructions are to bring to mind some person who cares about you or who has cared about you. Traditionally it's called a benefactor. But anyone who has some caring for you or someone who's cared about you in the past. Could be a teacher, a relative, a friend, a colleague, mentor. And if you have ability to visualize, you could visualize the person, maybe their face, maybe at a time when they were happy. In some way hold your sense of that person in front of you, as if they were here. And then see if you can find within yourself a wish, however rudimentary it might be, that this person should be happy. A sense of goodwill towards this person. Choose perhaps a person that's relatively uncomplicated for you to choose. And then repeat the same phrases for this person. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. Part of the function of these phrases is to water the seed of wishing this person well, to let that wish, that intention grow within you. And part of the function of the phrases is to let your mind become quieter and still, to let go, to become centered within yourself. So thinking of this person, may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. And then letting go of this benefactor, bring your attention again to yourself. Hold yourself perhaps kindly, perhaps in the same way as your benefactor cared about you. Allow yourself to care about yourself again. Even if you have no kindness towards yourself, perhaps there can at least be a wish for your own well-being. Or it could be even more simple, a recognition that it would be very good if you could wish for your own well-being. Hold yourself in kindness. Feel your body as if your whole body was being embraced in a bubble of kindness. And then repeat, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. And then for the last minutes of the sitting, you can continue with the loving kindness phrases and practice as you wish on your own, or you can return back to the breath, the simple breath meditation. Perhaps being in a kindly way towards your breath, towards yourself. A sense of kindness or goodwill that allows you to be still, unconflicted with yourself as you sit here.